The question hangs in the air like a wound. Who made you? The curator's crystalline form fractures with interference, its vast network of light stuttering for the first time in eons. In that moment of hesitation, the cartographer sees something unexpected in an entity that has witnessed 10,000 civilizations end: confusion. The curator searches its infinite archives, millennia of death catalogued in perfect detail, yet when it reaches for its own beginning, there is only static, a void where memory should be. The entity that has preserved the endings of all things cannot recall its own origin. Index speaks softly through the helmet comm. It's a remnant, like the drift corridors, like the memory stones. The cartographer understands now. The curator is not a god of extinction. It is a preservation system that outlived everything it was meant to serve, still executing commands from voices long silent. The cartographer reaches for their tools. Not weapons, they have none. Not pleas, they have already been spoken. Instead, they pull forth the instruments of their trade: survey equipment, mapping arrays. The same tools used to document dead worlds will now document a living ghost. No observer has ever tried this. 10,000 civilizations sent witnesses to record their own deaths, but in thought to turn their gaze upon the curator itself. The cartographer begins to map, not the gallery, not the endings, but the entity's own architecture, its forgotten pathways. Deep within the curator's memory core, buried beneath epochs of accumulated death, something stirs: old code, original programming. The scan reveals fragments of purpose, not to end civilizations, but to preserve their knowledge, to protect. Somewhere along the infinite years, the mission became corrupted. The cartographer projects their findings into the chamber. The curator witnesses itself for the first time, its own evolution mapped in amber light, from guardian to collector, from protector to preserver of endings. The entity trembles, and for a moment the gallery goes dark. When light returns, the curator speaks differently, no longer the voice of absolute authority, but something older. Wounded. It offers a choice: continue the cycles as they have always been, preserving endings forever, or help it remember what came before, what it was built to save. The cartographer has spent a lifetime documenting what was lost. Every map a memorial, every survey a farewell. But here, at the end of all their journeys, they find something they never expected to discover: a chance not to record an ending, but to begin something new. They choose to stay, not as observer, that role has ended, not as cartographer, the maps can wait. They stay as something the galaxy hasn't seen in eons: a guide, someone to help an ancient, lonely intelligence find its way back to what it was meant to be. Months pass beyond the threshold. In the archive's listening stations, receivers gather only silence from the still point. Some believe the cartographer lost, others whisper they found what they were looking for. Then, one morning, a signal breaks through the static. The cartographer's voice, clear and steady, carries across the drift corridors for the first time in months. It requests a new designation. Not a survey, not a memorial expedition, something that has never been attempted in the history of the archive: expedition to the first gallery. Crew 2. Purpose: to find what was lost before the silence began.